So be it. There, take
Not this again!
The Force fights with me! There, take
This will end in sad. I urge you caution. This may seem like the right path to follow, but... painful end.
Yes?
What can I...
Valued until you can't pay.
You hurt me, Matton. It's...
Droid head. Akashic? Let me see that.
It's nothing. I'm certain. Just garbage from the forest floor.
Mere rubbish. It's DAO2, the repair droid from my ship. What was this doing in the forest? Eli, you snake. You said my crew jacked the ship without paying the repair bill.
Well, that is... It's not how it looks. You see, a good mechanic is hard to find, and...
And what? I thought I owed you. You tricked them into the Shadowlands and killed them while I fixed your freighter in orbit.
Now keep your head, Matton. It was just business.
That Thalian bog slime. Do you know Well, I could have shot out his legs and let him crawl around. Well, there's not much for me to do but stay here. It'll probably take a while to convince Eli's suppliers that I'm the new boss. Alright then. Actually, I feel like I owe you. Hello again.
Yeah, what do you want? Your...
Statement. Now close the statement. Now close the last supplication.
Yes, I was remembering Taris. No, it's all right. I think I'm over the worst of it. I apologize again for lashing out at you. It was not your fault. It was a horrible place to have to live. At least in the lower cities where the non-humans tended to get relegated. Living for years in a place with no sun, living off the trash dropped from the upper levels, and the meager pay doing back-breaking labor. My family and I struggled each and every day to make something of our lives. But we could only go so far. Taxes from the corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets, and whatever was left paying for what food and medical supplies we could afford. And of course, there was the constant bigotry and hate from the more affluent and human citizens, lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived, and laughed at the mockeries that were our successes. But I have come to meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human. The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order, the one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians, she was human. I am sorry. I am getting away from my point. If there even was one. Sometimes I curse the day my parents fled to Taris. But then again, if they had not, I would not be where I am today. Another story for another time. For now, we must continue our own epic. To save the galaxy, if we can. How may I be... What? I have been doing well, I suppose. As well as I can. But I am more interested in you right now. Do not mistake me. It is just that, even though we have traveled together for a while, it seems I know next to nothing about you personally. We have been traveling together since Dantooine, but I know nothing of you before that. Would you humor me and tell me a little bit about yourself? Your job, your childhood, your life? I am sorry if I am making you uncomfortable. I will fully understand if you choose not to answer. I greatly appreciate your taking the time to talk to me. How did you come to be on Dantooine? Besides the obvious, of course. Taris. It always seems to come back to Taris for me. I am sorry. I get distracted. What did you do before that? A life in the army. Not my career of choice, though. We KOTOR cannot seem to adjust to regimented organizations like the military. But I have heard that it appeals to males of your species. Fighting, defending. That is what we as Jedi seem to be called upon to do. Perhaps we are not as unalike as I had previously thought. But again, I seem to be wasting your time with my carrying on. I apologize. How may I be... What is it you would like to... Of course. How may I...
What do you need? Talk about all under...
How can I help? Then I said...
Got something on your mind? Oh, I know plenty about Kashyyyk. You think someone doesn't live here for 20 years and pick up a thing? Chances are, by the time I finish telling, it should be enough for me to tell you that there's... If you're smart, you stay... And that's about... Got something on you? I suppose I could whip up something, well, not to say that you go leaping into the path of... Got something? Helmet, ask me later. There, you see? Beautifully subtle, isn't it? At least compared to the other Zerka equipment dumped down here. It's only been here a short while, or the Wookiees would have disabled it. They wouldn't have had an easy time of it, though. But there are others, each blocking similar points on certain paths. It is all very calculated, very precise. Would have been effective if it hadn't relied on the creatures to be walking. Climbers don't have much trouble getting around it. I can manipulate it for a moment. How did the Zerka engineers do it? There we go. Now, keep moving. These are the most dangerous depths. A few surprises wait for us, I'll wager.